Hey guys, let's get more news from Steelers, but first don't forget to subscribe to the channel and leave your like. Ron Cook, the Steelers' Kenny Pickett problem is reaching a boiling point. It's starting to become obvious, isn't it? The Steelers don't have a quarterback problem. They don't have a quarterback. Kenny Pickett was outplayed again on Sunday by the other team's young quarterback. It happened with San Francisco's second-year pro Brock Purdy in a lopsided loss in the opener and with Houston rookie C.J. Stroud in another blowout loss. It happened with Tennessee's Will Levis and Green Bay's Jordan Love even though the Steelers won both of those games. This time, it happened with Cleveland rookie Dorian Thompson-Robinson, who made just his second NFL start after throwing 3 interceptions and being sacked 4 times by Baltimore on October 1 in his first start. It's true Thompson-Robinson wasn't much better than Pickett. His passer rating was 54.9 compared to Pickett's 62.5. The game was so bad that it set offensive football back about 50 years. But Thompson-Robinson was better than Pickett by just enough to lead the Browns to a 13-10 win. He led the winning field goal drive in the final 1:18 after Pickett failed to put up points on 2 fourth-quarter possessions. So much for that Pickett fourth-quarter magic. It's not that Pickett didn't have opportunities. The Steelers had a first down on the Cleveland 40 with 5 minutes left before an incompletion on a screen pass, a 5-yard loss by Najee Harris on a run and a short pass to Jaylen Warren well short of the first down marker. The Steelers took possession again on their 30 with 1:42 remaining, but Pickett threw 3 consecutive incompletions for Deontay Johnson, turning the ball back to Thompson-Robinson at the Cleveland 35. That set up the Browns' winning 8-play, 48-yard field goal drive that had the crowd chanting, DTR. DTR. The Steelers somehow managed to lose on a day when they rushed for 172 yards against the NFL's top-rated defense and didn't turn the ball over. Warren was a sensation again, running for 129 yards, including a 74-yard touchdown on the second play of the third quarter that gave the Steelers life after a 10-0 halftime deficit. Why he was given just 9 carries is inexplicable. Sadly for the Steelers, that Warren score was their only touchdown. It was great that Pickett didn't turn the ball over. Thompson-Robinson threw 1 interception to safety Shandon Sullivan on a ball that was tipped. But Pickett passed for just 106 yards. Factor in the 3 sacks he took, and the Steelers finished with 77 passing yards. Not exactly NFL offensive football in 2023, wouldn't you agree? Mike Tomlin had a couple of excuses for Pickett and his offense. The Browns' defense was terrific, he said. The throbbing crowd at Cleveland Browns Stadium made things difficult for his offense, he said. Blah, blah, blah. They have a really good defense, Tomlin said. They make a lot of offenses look like that. Steelers' Najee Harris puts teammates on notice, I'm tired of this. For the 10th time in as many games, an opponent outgained the Pittsburgh Steelers during Week 11. That fact, along with Pittsburgh's offensive struggles, is apparently causing the patience of running back Najee Harris to grow thin. That thin patience boiled over when Harris spoke to the media following the 13-10 loss to the Cleveland Browns on November 19. I want to say what I really want to say, but it's difficult, Harris told reporters, via the Pittsburgh Post-Gazette's Ray Fittipaldo. There is a lot of stuff that goes around that you guys don't see. I'm at a point where I'm just tired of this *****. Harris didn't call it a team meeting, but he added that at least the offensive players will have a discussion together about it. We're going to have a talk as a team, Harris said, via Tribliv.com's Joe Rutter. That's the best way to say it. All of us, offensively I think. The Steelers came into the Week 11 showdown with the Browns a perfect 6-0 in one-possession games. But other statistics didn't paint the Steelers in such a positive light. Before Week 11, Pittsburgh held a -26-point differential, which was, by far, the worst of any team in a playoff spot. The Steelers had also been outgained in every game. The Browns only had 10 more yards than the Steelers in Week 11, but that essentially made the difference in the score. Cleveland passed Pittsburgh in total yardage on its game-winning field goal drive in the final minute of the fourth quarter. Harris argued to reporters that one could look at Pittsburgh's first 10 games in 2 very different ways. You can do one of 2 things. Steelers showing interest in bringing back former starting linebacker, report. Head coach Mike Tomlin of the Pittsburgh Steelers told the media on November 14 that the team was not considering options at inside linebacker outside of the organization. NFL Network's Ian Rappaport reported on November 17 that those plans may have changed. Rappaport tweeted that the Steelers and veteran inside linebacker Myles Jack have mutual interest in reuniting. Jack started 13 games for the Steelers during the 2022 season. Reunion? The Steelers and LB Myles Jack have mutual interest in Jack joining the team's practice squad, not that he's cleared waivers, sources say, Rappaport posted on X, formerly Twitter. With the injury to Quan Alexander and Jack unretiring, worth keeping an eye on. In 15 games for the Steelers last season, Jack posted 104 combined tackles, including 3 tackles for loss and 1 quarterback hit. He also had 3 pass defenses. The Steelers released Jack in March. He signed a contract to join the Philadelphia Eagles in early August but retired 2 weeks later. Pittsburgh has depth concerns at inside linebacker after losing Cole Holcomb and Quan Alexander to season-ending injuries the past 2 weeks. Jack has never made the All-Pro team or a Pro Bowl, but he's been regarded as a talented player for most of his career. The Jacksonville Jaguars drafted Jack at number 36 overall in the second round of the 2016 NFL Draft. He started almost immediately and became a significant player on Jacksonville's defense, which led the team to the AFC Championship game during the 2017 season. In 6 seasons with the Jaguars, Jack reached more than 100 combined tackles 3 times. He surpassed that milestone again during his first season with the Steelers. Jack, however, lost his starting job at the end of the 2022 season in Pittsburgh. Then, by releasing Jack, the Steelers saved $8 million in cap space. In free agency, the Steelers signed Holcomb, Alexander and Elandon Roberts to completely revamp the team's insider linebackers. With 2 of those linebackers now out for the season, Jack is an interesting potential addition for Pittsburgh. While he's an outside addition that Tomlin said the team wasn't considering, he might not need as much time as the average available linebacker to be prepared to play in Pittsburgh. He has veteran experience and is familiar with the Steelers' culture and defensive coordinator Teryl Austin. According to Rappaport, Jack has unretired and already cleared waivers from his Eagles release. He can now sign with any team. Although it was just a couple months, Jack's retirement does mean that he might not be in football shape. So, it would make sense for him to begin a new Steelers tenure on the practice squad, as Rappaport tweeted the 2 sides are considering. For Week 11, though, the Steelers will possibly be counting on other practice squad inside linebacker Michael Walker and Tariq Carpenter. Walker doesn't have starting experience with the Steelers like Jack does, but Walker started 12 games for the Atlanta Falcons last season. He posted 107 combined tackles, including 4 tackles for loss, 1 sack, 6 pass defenses and 2 interceptions in 16 games. And you fan, what do you think of the Myles Jack situation? Leave your opinion in the comments.